right, 8th grade, this is it. This is it, the last math video I'm going to make for you before you head off to high school. This is the Lesson 29 quiz. Anything you owe me, anything, math, science, health, any late work, any brain pops, any iReady lessons, everything has to be done May 22nd. Let's say midnight, okay? That's it. Because I have to work on grade cards, so everything has to be done. This quiz is not overly difficult. If you haven't watched any of the other lesson videos, I only made one video, so you spend 20 minutes watching it. I know you won't get that time back, but it might be helpful, okay? This quiz is not very difficult. All right, let's do it. Let's see. Number 1, Bridget drew the trend line shown in the following scatter plot. Okay, so this is what Bridget drew. Which statement best explains whether the trend line is a good fit for the data? So this is a pick one, right? Number 1 has one answer. All right, so which one explains whether this trend line is a good fit? Okay, A says the trend line is not a good fit for the data because there's an outlier. Okay, do you see the outlier? I see it, it's here. So they're saying this trend line is no good because there's an outlier. B says the trend line is not a good fit for the data because most of the data points are below the trend line. So they're saying, nah, they don't think it's good because most of the points are down here below it. C says the trend line is a good fit for the data because it passes through 2 of the data points. So they're saying that this really does fit well because it goes directly through this point and directly through that point. And D says the trend line is a good fit for the data because the data represents a positive association and the line has a positive slope. So they're saying this is just good because it's positive association. One of those is correct. Part B. Determine which description of trend lines would be a better fit for the data. Well, it kind of helps you out with the answer, doesn't it? Okay, let's keep going. Choose yes or no for each. Okay, so I'm going to have to slide these back and forth. This one says, what if you put a line through points 10, 20, and 45, 40? Okay, so let's go back up. 10, 20, that's this point, and 45, 40. So 45 would be in the middle, 40. Well, that's what we have. So was that the best fit? So you'll say, would that be the best fit? Oh, no, 45, 40. My bad, I put it in the wrong spot. 45, 40 would be here. So I'll get look, I'm getting my noodle out. So they're saying that would be a pretty good fit. So if you agree, you say yes. Then they said, what if you went through 10, 15? What if you went through 10, 15, this point, and 45, 35. 45, 35, this one. Would this be, let me slide it down there, would that be a good line of best fit? Yes or no? C says, what if you went through 10, 15 and 50, 15, 50, 15, this point. So they're saying, what if you did that? That's letter C. Is that a good one, yes or no? And then, I know you can't see these, they're down here. D says, what if your line passes through 20, 25, and 35, 35? Okay, well, let's go find them. So 20, 25 would be here, and 35, 35. So 35, 35 would be here. What if your line went through those two? Is that a line of best fit? Yes or no? Okay. Boy, I'm really nice. I showed you all of those. I'm a nice lady. Okay. Number 2. Through which pairs of points could the trend line be drawn to represent the data? Choose all that apply. What was this one? Oh, this was yes or no's. This one was, yeah, everybody got an answer. Now this is choose the ones that best, through which pairs of points could a trend line be drawn that represents the data? So we're looking for good trend lines. Which of these make good trend lines? All right, so I'm just gonna move my noodle around. So A to F. What do you guys think? Should we circle that one? Is that a good trend line? How about B to E? Would that be a good trend line? How about B to G? Is that a good trend line? How about C to E? Is that a good trend line? How about D to G? Would that be a good trend line? How about E to G? E to G. Would that be a good trend line? Okay, so hopefully you saw your answers and you're going to circle, or on the quiz you're going to mark the ones that are good. Okay. That's it, guys. And then this is the E, which actually I think you could do this. I don't think this is that difficult. 3 students analyzing bean seedlings grown for a scientific experiment. The scatter plot shows the height of the seedling and the number of leaves on each plant. So this is how tall the plant is, and this is the number of leaves. Okay, so height in inches, number of leaves. Each student draws a different trend line for the data. Katie goes through A and E. That's Katie, A through E. Calvin draws his line through points B and D. He goes this way. And then Deanna draws hers through C and F. Right, there's C to F. Okay. Explain whether or not each student trend line represents the data. Okay, so explain whether or not each, so this is like 3, I'll probably do a 1.5. So up to 1.5 extra points. So go through each person. Katie's is a good trend line, is not a good trend line, and why. Calvin's is a good trend line, is not a good trend line, and why. Deanna's is or is not a good trend line, and why. Okay. All right, I feel kind of sad right now because this is it for us. This isn't how I wanted to end the school year, but I mean, sometimes we do what we have to do, right? I'm glad that everybody's safe. It sucks that we couldn't be together. It sucks that you missed out on all those things that you should have had, especially those of you who've been there for 9 years. Or 10, right? Some of you did preschool for 2 years. Okay. Do know that I love you all and wish you all the best. And I will see you. I'll be at school for the days where you bring back your stuff and pick up your other things. Okay, so stick your head in my room. Your masked face, stick that in my room and say hi. Okay? All right. Take care, my friends. I'll see you soon. Bye.